actually Saturday today, but I thought that this was the perfect opportunity to have a little bit of a catch up because I've been feeling a lot of different emotions in the last 24 hours. It's been like highs and lows and highs and lows, and I felt pretty good for maybe 3 hours today. I was like, oh, I feel good again. And then I've just finished up my cardio in the gym and I'm feeling just all over the place with 10 different emotions. And I thought this is a really good opportunity to talk about a couple of the things that are on my mind and on my, it's really windy, so the car's literally shaking. Really good opportunity to just like chat about a few things that I'm navigating and that we navigate as like mothers and parents, especially in prep. Like I follow a lot of bikini athletes, a lot of like really impressive athletes in general, and I always feel like not resentment or like jealousy, but it's really hard to like look up to people. Of course, it just feels so far from being achievable because it's like their life is so different to yours, especially like in business and everything as well. It's just hard to compare. So this is for the mums that are trying to do it all. And I just want you to know that it's not like, to feel this way is probably more normal than you think, because I get a lot of guilt for feeling this way. So the back end of my week yesterday, Amara was off school sick. So in modern motherhood, you know, the woman is typically the default parent that gets to stay home with the sick child, and we're the ones that, have to take the day off work. So it just meant yesterday I had like my cardio planned. I was going to go knock out an hour of cardio, tick that box. I've got 12,000 steps to do every day, which is really actually quite challenging for me because I sit on my bum all day, and also I have a really short window in the day to like get all my work done. Getting 12k steps is actually a lot of time in the day to be doing that, and I'm most productive really early in the morning. So I sit down, I do my work. Honestly, I start working at like 4:30 in the morning at the moment, and I'll probably work up until like 11 or 12, maybe 1, actually, yeah, about 1, walk the dogs for an hour, so that's a good chunk of steps. Then I go to the gym, I walk on the treadmill, I do my training, I walk on the treadmill again, I pick up my daughter, and it's just a really long routine. Obviously, when you're not in prep, it's not as bad because you don't have as high steps, but it's the steps and the cardio that just like really knock me back. So when I miss them and I don't get them done early in the week, it really fucks me. And I didn't get them done early in the week because I've just been really busy this week. I've had a lot of like new girls jump on board, obviously working on this new project, obviously producing a lot more content. So time's just really got away from me, but I felt so fucked for a couple of days this week as well, where my energy just was not there. So I was default parent yesterday and I didn't hit my protocols. Like I got 11,000 steps done, which is good considering I didn't leave the house. That put me in a really bad mood because I was like, fuck, like I'm so low energy today. Like when you're dealing with a sick toddler as well, like of course you feel really sorry for them and like you want to cuddle them and comfort them, but like they're actually quite difficult to deal with feeling sick, and then they also have tantrums and stuff, and obviously it's not their fault, so please nobody take it that way, but it's just really hard to manage like your own emotions and control your patience when you're like literally putting everything that you needed to prioritize in that day for your business and yourself and your security and your goals, and you have to sit on a couch all day with a toddler who's screaming at you to buy them to give them 10 different snacks, and then they go straight in the bin. Like little things like that, especially when you're in prep, it's just 10 times harder to sort of like deal with. And then you get the resentment towards your partner because you're like, well, why the fuck do you get to go to work and do what you want to do and build your business, and like I'm at home, like, and it has a knock-on effect. And Henry is an incredible partner. Like I've said in previous vlogs, like I'm so proud of all of the effort that he's put in, but with his business and the growth that he's been able to achieve. But it wasn't like until this year that sort of really clicked into place. And the previous years, it was really hard on our relationship because I was the breadwinner, but I was also the one that was at home with our child all the time, trying to build my business, and then like obviously on my phone all the time in front of everyone and pissing everyone off when we're on family holidays, because again, I'm on my phone, I'm on social media. So it's been such a hard juggle, and we've sort of started to come out of that a bit. But then yesterday, like, because I have been a lot busier recently with my workload, and I need to get things done so then I can do my prep protocols, it was really hard to like go back into that default mode and be like, oh, okay, like I am actually still the default parent and the one that has to step in first when, you know, the child's sick. So that was a hard day to navigate. And then Henry got home and he brought a sauna, and he's been going on about it for like a week, and it finally arrived last night. And honestly, the last thing I wanted to do last night was like help him build a fucking sauna. Like, one, why do we need to have a fucking sauna at 9 o'clock at night? I don't even want to use it right now. I think I would like literally have a heart attack if I sat in the sauna, because I can feel my heart rate starting to slow down. And I was so tired, and he's like getting me to lift this heavy as fuck glass door in my dressing gown. I just made a cup of tea, I just sat down, and I was like, oh my god, I just want to be by myself, I just need a minute to myself. But no, I had to do the sauna, and then like he was sort of like shitty at me for being shitty, and then this morning he's having a party at our house. So basically I've been evicted. Me and Amara have been evicted to my mum's house, which I also feel guilty about, because like I've just had to ask my mum, my daughter's sick for starters, and I'm behind on my protocol, so I've had to ask my mum, can you please have her for a couple of hours so I can go to the gym? And I've still not met my protocols. Like my weekly, I'm gonna cry. Like little shit like this is just like so stressful, because you want to give it your everything, but not everyone's hours are the same in the day. So I've been at the gym. My training's taking ages to get through at the moment. It's taking me like an hour and a half plus cardio. So I've been at the gym for 2 hours, and I've not hit my cardio protocol. So I've got to come back tomorrow as well and finish that. I got to walk probably on the treadmill for an hour tomorrow, as well as like a massive walk outside tomorrow, because again, like I need to get my weekly step count up. And then again, that means that I have to ask my mum to look after my sick child for me while I go and fuck around and be selfish. And that is like, it's so hard, because this is obviously such a fucking selfish sport, but throw like kids in the mix and partners and that stuff, it's like a whole different kettle of fish. So that's why I was like, right, while I'm feeling this, like I want to actually talk about it, so then other people who go on YouTube and go like bikini prep mums, like I know that I've searched that so many times, I want to see mums in bikini prep because it looks so fucking different. Like it's not easy, but I can never find anything. So for any of the mums out there that want to be a bikini athlete, that are fucking feeling guilty and like resentment and anger and like, oh my god, I've just been so angry this morning because I wanted to have a morning to myself. I wanted to get out the house early, but I had work stuff that I had to catch up on that I couldn't do yesterday, and I told my clients that I was going to get it done for them. They're all pretty understanding, but I just don't like letting people down, so I worked like the whole first half of this morning. I didn't even leave the house, and then Henry was like, oh well, there's no point in me dropping her off, like you might as well just take her now. So I had no time to myself. I was meant to go for a coffee and a walk with my friend. I let her down because I kept just stretching the time out. It got to like 4 o'clock. I said that I'd just touch base with her and let her know when I finished at the gym. And like, honestly, by the time I finished at the gym now, it's like 5:30 at night. So she's been like sitting around waiting for me all day, pretty much based on my plans. I didn't realize I was going to take so long. So I feel really guilty for that, because now I've just like fucked around my friend for the day who could have probably gone and made other plans with somebody else. So it's just one of those days at the moment where I just feel like everything is a lot. And yeah, but on the bright side, finally feels like everything's coming together in terms of my physique. I took some photos and some good lighting this morning, which I'll put here, and I'm really happy with how we're shaping up, especially 4 weeks out. But yeah, this is just the part where it gets hard, like it gets really hard. Your energy is not... Is that the wind? I cannot believe how windy it is. I'm definitely not going for a walk tonight. But yeah, this is the part of prep where it just gets really challenging. Your energy is not consistent, your mood's not consistent. Even like when I'm lying in bed, I can feel my heart rate slowing. When I did my cardio, I really struggled to get my heart rate up as well. So my body is definitely a bit stressed. Had a low weigh-in this morning, 53.9. So very, very close to being stage lean. I feel like my legs just need to tighten up a little bit. But yeah, I just wanted to jump on and have a chat about that. I don't like talking about, like, I never want to come across as like I'm ungrateful or complaining, because I've been named names before, and it always, yeah, bites you on the bum sometimes when you're really honest and transparent about like parenting or like relationships or motherhood or adulting shit. I never want it to come across in that way. I always just want it to be for the person that's like me right now, sitting in their car, feeling really overwhelmed, feeling really guilty, feeling a little bit sorry for themselves, and know that it's okay. It's not, you're not alone, and you're not wrong for feeling that way. Like, you can feel your feelings, but always look for the silver lining. And like, people assume people have it easy, but a lot of the time, like, everyone's going through their own shit. So just put one foot in front of the next. I always say to my clients, like, feel the feelings, but show up anyways. Like, it doesn't matter if you're having a shit day, or you don't believe in yourself, or you think you're a bad mom or whatever. Like, do the best that you can do, and do not let that dictate your actions. You know, if you slash, or if you have one flat tire, don't fucking go slash all other 3 tires. So tomorrow is a new day. I'm just going to get up early, get on with it while Amara's still asleep, go to the gym, so I'm not taking too much time away from like my mum's chill time, and try to get my steps and my cardio up. Good morning, we're back here again, and by back here I mean sat in my car outside the front of the gym. 5:48 to be exact on a Sunday morning. I have just brought myself here to just tick the boxes, get it done. I wake up at 4 anyways, even on the weekend, and that is something that I think is really important. It's not getting up at 4 in the morning. I do not say definitely get up at 4 in the morning, but actually just building a routine that works for you, that you don't need a break from on the weekends. Even when I'm not in prep on the weekends, I still usually get up at 5. I definitely don't. All of last year I did get up at 4, then sort of the back end and the start of this year I started getting up at 5 rather than 4, and then as I've got further into prep and my body's just sort of like, my body clock's changed a little bit, I go to bed earlier, so I wake up earlier. 4's the new 5 at the moment, but when I'm outside of prep and I'm actually like living normal life, I do get up at 5, and as I mentioned before, it is just because I'm so time poor. I commute in the day like just under 2 hours every day, so a lot of my time's actually spent in the car, not when, you know, I could be doing something else. So, well, I can't be doing something else, but like, that's 2 hours of the day that like I can't work or I can't train, so I do have to get up those extra 2 hours earlier, if that does make sense, in order to just like fit everything in. Something that's really important if you're on your health and fitness journey and you're working towards a goal is like, you need to build a lifestyle that you don't need a break from in the weekends. And that's not just with like the time that you wake up in the morning, it's also with your nutrition, etc. Like, you don't want to have a lifestyle where you're restricting all week, or feeling restricted all week, Monday to Friday, that you need to reward yourself with food on the weekend. And that's how I've spent most of my life, is just thinking that on the weekends different rules apply, but you need to create something that you want to do every day. Even Henry's guilty of it. Like, Henry, every single weekend he just eats what he wants on one of the days, and that will be like a whole block of chocolate and like a whole Domino's pizza, a takeaway. And I mean, there's nothing wrong if you like doing that, but you have to be okay with the repercussions of potentially not seeing the outcome that you want to be producing, or not reaching that goal. I think something that's like really normalized as well is rewarding yourself with food, and I personally don't agree with that type of mindset. Like, food is not a reward to be earned, it's something that you are actually entitled to in abundance as well. Like, we have food available to us in abundance, so you'll never truly restricted, you're never truly going to go without. If you want to go buy chocolate, like Christmas chocolate, Easter chocolate, whatever, it's at the supermarket year round. So you don't have to like overdo it. Oh, but it's Christmas, or oh, but it's my birthday, or oh, but you know, like you can go and buy a birthday cake from Woolies whenever you want. You don't have to, you know, wait for these specific days to like overindulge on things because you're restricting yourself overly. And it takes work. It takes a lot of work over years. Being able to identify what you want to value with your nutrition. What is your deeper reason? Why are you making food choices just based off taste and the way that it looks, like presentation, etc., etc. As I've mentioned, I've done so much work with my relationship with food, especially in this last 12 months, and I feel like it's in the best place it's ever been. My food focus is so low, guys. I can't even tell you over this last, even though I have felt like energy dips, my hunger signals and everything have been so in check because I feel like I'm really rigid with my eating structure. I know what works best for me. I eat every 3 to 4 hours, non-negotiable. I don't wait till I'm super hungry. I'm really consistent with my meal timings, and for me, like, the compromise of having that structure actually gives me more freedom because I'm not thinking about food all of the time. So for me, having more of that set structure rather than being like, oh, I just want to eat like a normal person, I just want to have normal hunger cues, like having that structure actually optimizes those hunger cues. And if you are a really hungry person like myself, it takes a lot for me to feel quite full. Actually eating in a way that like takes that structure into consideration has been so beneficial, and I actually feel more quote unquote normal, whatever that means, because I can, like, I'm not thinking about food all the time. So thought I would share that. Woke up a new low weigh-in today, 53.6. So I'm pretty much like at my stage, well, very, very close to my stage weight. We were sort of shooting for 53.5. I am on my final day of depletion week. So tomorrow and Tuesday I get 2 refeed days, which are high carb days. I've got rice. Oh my god, I haven't ate rice in so long, which I'm excited about, but I will miss my pumpkin cinnamon, to be honest, because I love my pumpkin cinnamon meal. I was gonna get the boxes done this morning. Really just wanted to jump on here to say, like, create a routine that you don't feel like you need to have a rest from, you don't need to have a break from on the weekends, because that type of mindset, it's like you're trying to work lifestyle into your goals rather than your goals into your lifestyle. So find the lifestyle first and then work your goals into it. Cardio. Is it even open? I did 45 minutes of, it's not open. Found somewhere else for coffee actually on the way back, so I'm gonna go get a coffee. I secured the goods. It is stunning. I'm just taking the dogs, all 3 of them, out on a walk. Finishing my steps, trying to get my steps up. I'm walking so slow because my energy is so low. But look how pretty it is. Like, could not have asked for a more beautiful day. Good morning. I am so late to the party today. The time is, my watch is dead, but I'm pretty sure it's like 9:30 in the morning and I'm not ready for the day. I've not done my steps. I've literally been sat in bed the whole morning restructuring my landing page.
It's one of those tedious things that like I actually don't really know how to do, and I don't really have a lot of fucking time to do. But today I was like, okay, I'm just gonna start little by little, and then I got carried away, and now it's 9:30 and it's check-in day and I've not done steps and it's refeed day, and I was like, right, I'm gonna film all of my food and everything that I eat on my 2 refeed days because it will be really interesting for you guys and it's good content as well. But I look like this, so I can't really get any good Instagram content of my refeeds until I sort my shit out and have a shower. I'm just so time poor. So I'm going to show you what my first meal of the day is. It's really weird. It's not my normal oats. When we are having a high carb day, or carbing up I should say, carb up protocols are essentially like you want to be having low residue foods, so no high fiber, because it's going to sit in your gut for a little bit longer and like can cause some distress and bloating, and typically towards the back end of prep you can get a little bit constipated, which actually just reminds me I've not weighed myself today and I haven't taken my photos today, which I need to also do because I have to take photos every single day up until Saturday. Okay, so I will show you the breakdown of my food. You guys know I love a weird food combo, but you're gonna, if you didn't already think I really need to wipe the bench. If you didn't think I was weird enough with my weird food combos, you're definitely gonna think that I'm weird now. But as I mentioned, because I only eat really like whole foods, my taste buds are so different. And if anybody watches like Pure Body Eats on Instagram, they always post like weird stuff like banana, mints, blueberries, all like in one plate. That's kind of how I eat. Like I get it now. But I'm gonna show you what my first meal is. Also, I get to eat a banana today, and I mentioned before, there's just something unexplainable about a banana when you're in prep. Okay, if you didn't think that I was already weird, you definitely think I'm weird now. Almond butter, honey, banana, rice, and chicken. Meal number 1. Meal 2, I'm so excited for this. We have 25 grams of nuts, 15 grams honey, 150 grams of protein yogurt, and then we have 3 rice cakes with almond butter. I think it's 15 grams of almond butter, and then 50 grams of banana topped with cinnamon, and a cup of licorice tea. That was literally the best meal that I have ever had in my entire life. The honey with the nuts and the cinnamon and the so good. I've really got like prep face today. I completely forgot to film my lunch, but my lunch was literally the same as this, except that was basa fillet, and instead of having almond butter I had sweet soy sauce, ABC sweet soy sauce, and then I have yogurt and nuts and berries this time. So before I had honey, nuts, and banana. Did I? Honey and nuts, maybe it just was. But got a little bit of fruit in there, which is refreshing. Bok choy, zucchini, rice, and almond butter. And to be honest, these meals are really low volume because again, we're going for those low residue, low fiber foods. So I'm not getting super bunged up. Good morning. Today I'm really doing life backwards. It's Tuesday morning at 5:30 in the morning, and today I'm actually having my breakfast now, which I won't normally have my breakfast till like 8 because I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to do my cardio, walk the dogs and train because Amara's sick again today. So Henry's taken the day off work, but I get like really agitated and feel really guilty when like I'm sat in the house doing my work, and like I obviously need to do my training and my steps, so like I feel really bad when I'm around and he's like there and he has to mind Amara and like I'm ignoring her. I know you can't win as a parent because like you feel frustrated when you're the default parent who's at home with a sick kid and can't work, but then at the same time when the tables are turned, like you still sort of feel guilty, especially if you do work from home and you're sat in the house. So I'm just going to get out the house before everyone gets up
go do like what I need to do, and then hopefully when I come home I won't be like so agitated or so stressed. I was really agitated yesterday because I had a really late start to the day. I didn't get my steps done until late in the evening. I didn't even hit my 12k steps. I did like 11,500, but that's okay because normally on a day like this, if I do go to the gym a little bit earlier, I will make up for those extra steps, so that's fine. But yeah, I'm just going to make sure that I get out and do everything early. I'm going to eat now, and then I'm just not going to eat until I get back. So hopefully I'll get back around like 12 o'clock.
Another refeed meal, caramel protein yogurt, walnuts and pumpkin seeds. I have decided that I cannot do my rice and chicken meal prep because I am too freaking hungry, and it really does go to show that like fibre plays a huge role in creating satiety. So instead I've switched it for oats with egg whites and some nuts and seeds, rather than my almond butter, chicken and rice. Like I cannot do chicken and rice. My stomach is eating itself even though my calories are higher. So I'm going to enjoy this now. I just feel like I have not been able to catch up with work recently. No, not just work, but I've just been so busy with so many different admin-y tasks and just prep protocols and stuff. I just feel like I'm struggling at the moment to just catch a breather. It just feels like go all of the time. Yeah, I'm at my mum's house now because I went to the gym really early this morning and Amara's sick probably because Amara's sick at home actually, that it feels a little bit chaotic. There's no routine. On the move we go again. I just did, basically this morning I didn't record it because I was at the gym, and I've never seen the gym that busy because I don't normally go in the mornings. Obviously everyone goes before they go to work, but I got up really early this morning, did my training, did 30 minutes of cardio, did a big work block that I've just finished up now at my mum's house, just worked from my mum's because I have an appointment to go get filler. Well, actually it's to get Botox because I do get Botox, and that's not something that I will stop doing. I just get it in my forehead, just like these, I don't know if you can see, I don't know. I just get those ones done. But it doesn't really last that long for me because obviously I exercise quite a lot. So when you exercise, I think, yeah, it wears off a little bit faster. Not sure if I'm just making that up or if that's actually a thing. But originally, as I mentioned, when I did get my filler dissolved, I got it dissolved with the intention of getting them refilled. And then I've been umming and ahhing. It's been a month, so I was actually meant to go back after 3 weeks to get them refilled. And I still just wasn't like that sure if I even wanted to get them refilled or not. So I sort of like pushed it out a little bit. I cancelled the appointment and then I waited, I think, another week where I just sort of thought about it, and I just said like I'm not 100% sure if I actually want to get them done again or not, but can we just like book it in and with my Botox appointment and see how I feel on the day. And I don't know, I don't hate them. Like I don't hate my lips like this, and I don't think my lips looked good before, and actually they didn't look good for a really long time. I think looking back at photos, the first time that I got my filler done, like that was good. That was enough. It was enough to like make my lips still look like my lips, but I got them overfilled so quickly because I got like obsessed with it. At the time I lived in Australia, and like everyone has lip filler and it's really cheap over there as well, and I just got really carried away. So I'm pretty sure in the first like 6 months of having my lips done, I had them done like 3 times, which is not normal. So yeah, I think like it all just stemmed from there. So if I just go back and get 1 mil in, I think it'll look good. But they're just really wrinkly and they feel really dry like all the time. Like there's no moisture in them, and I don't know, like I don't hate them, and I feel like I actually really appreciate myself even more now that I did that and I've actually spent time without having them.
but I also just don't feel like the most confident version of myself. And now I know it's not because I don't love myself like I do, or like it's not like I don't know how to say it. It's not because I need my lips to like myself, if that makes sense. So I think that was really important for me to like go through and to acknowledge. But yeah, I'm just going to get a little bit put in. I'm even thinking maybe even just 1/2 ml, like between 1/2 ml and 1 ml, and see how I go, just to smooth them out a little bit and give them just a little bit more shape. But I actually do want to keep more of the original, like my natural lip structure. And that's what I said to Kaylee, my injector, when I got them dissolved, is like, next time I get them done, I want to work with my natural shape and not like completely try to change myself, because yeah, that's what I did last time. So I'm like scared, because like I don't want to look like how I looked before. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole and get filler blindness again. But then like equally, I just don't feel my most confident self, and I want to feel like really confident within myself. So I mean, I feel confident within myself, I just don't feel confident without myself. Have lips again, guys. I'm just multitasking at the moment, making a hot chocolate for the little one, and also it is 5:30 p.m. and I have not ate since 11:30. It's actually, by the way, it is, hold on, let me move this because my head's popped off. It's actually Thursday today, because when I went to my appointment the other day to get my lips done, we didn't actually have time to do my lips. So I had to rebook, and I actually went with a different injector this time. Usually I go to see Kaylee at Ivy Clinic, and this time I went and I booked in with Rachel just because she was next available, and I had in my head that I wanted to get them done. And honestly, I think this is the best my lips have ever looked. I know a lot of you guys are like, don't get any more, it looks fine, blah blah blah, and I thought they looked fine too. I just didn't love it, if that makes sense. Hello, do you come up here? But what I was saying is, like, I just personally feel like a more confident version of myself with a little bit of lip filler. And I actually did feel a little bit sad, like putting filler back in some way, because I felt like I'd come a long way not having any filler and being comfortable, not confident, but comfortable with not having any filler, and acknowledging I don't actually need filler to, you know, embrace myself. And like what I really learned is that, I don't know, I just had to face some past trauma. It's exactly what I needed. I know that whether I have lip filler or whether I don't, I love myself. And all that sounds really weird, but I love myself. I love myself regardless of if I have lip filler or not. I don't need to have lip filler to feel good, but I do feel like I feel more confident with lip filler. This is going to be swollen, so like these are actually it's going to be even smaller than what they are now. I only just got them done, and they actually get usually more swollen that evening and the next morning, and then the following week, maybe after 3 days, I think all the swelling goes down. So I wasn't actually going to film because I was like, well, they got swollen, so it's not really an accurate representation, but they will go down. So I'll show you, like, I'll document the healing process. And another thing that I mentioned is, like, I want to work with my natural lip shape, not against my natural lip shape. And previously, when I had lip filler, I didn't like my cupid's bow. I have a really defined cupid's bow, and I actually wanted to like round my top lip. So potentially that's where things could have gone wrong as well. So I think the shape, it just looks so much better. I'm so happy, and I'm so happy as well I only got 1/2 ml and not a full ml, because I was like, oh, should I get a full ml, because my lips are really small and they're like really wrinkly and stuff. But when I actually saw my lips, I was like, oh, they look pretty big. But no, I think it's like perfect. I think it's just right. So hopefully when it settles, it will all look good, and it will all stay in my lips this time. I think before, because my lips were so small, like even smaller than what you guys would have seen, they had to really stretch for the filler, and it just came out of my lips. So
I'll document the journey, but I always want to be transparent and like open and honest about these types of things. I think it's important to talk about it and not just be like, oh yeah, I naturally look like this all of a sudden, I didn't do anything, I've just been taking collagen. Like, no, I got needles in my face. Also, I got my nails done again. I know that I said I don't normally get my nails done. Hey, you want another one? You can have another one. Come, bring it over here. I know I said that I normally don't get my nails done, and I don't, and the reason that I got them done again is because I'm getting my show nails at the end of the, yeah, you can help me. I'm getting my show nails done at the end of the month, and I was going to get extensions, but because I've been having, like the last 2 times I've had my nails done, I've had builder gel on. My nails are actually growing, and they're actually really strong at the moment, so I was like, you know what, I'm not going to bother getting extensions because I'm never going to, like, I don't want to have extensions on after the show and then like have to have them for another 3 weeks. So I'm just going to try grow these for the next month and just use builder again and do like a French tip. So yeah, I don't normally get my nails done, I swear. Is it a band?
And ta-da!
Wow, I love it. Did you draw that for me?
Yeah.
Wow, I feel so lucky. You're a beautiful artist.
Yes.
So I am struggling at the moment, and I open the fridge in the morning, and the first thing that I see when I go to make my egg white oats is Henry's Biscoff cheesecake, like perfectly 1 bite left, maybe right at eye level. First thing you see when you open the door. What do you have to say about that? Was it good? Good morning. It's Saturday morning. I've been feeling, well, this week has been a real challenge for me, to be honest. Real challenging. It's been, I've already mentioned this, but it's been my like depletion and mock peak week the last 2 weeks. So last week we had really low carbohydrates and a big drop in calories, and then this week it's been not just low calories but also low fibre. So it's been really hard to manage. I've been feeling super hungry and just low energy. I've been up, like actually up since 3 a.m. this morning. I'm talking out of bed, chilling. I was just saying to Henry earlier when I showed you that cheesecake that I'm just at that point now where you just get to the point in prep on this final stretch, you're like ready for it to be over. So I'm sort of at that point now where I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm like really ready to just, for it to be over. Everything just feels really hard, like posing practice feels really physically exhausting. Your body just feels so heavy. The days feel quite long with just all the things that you have to get done. I'm trying not to sound negative because honestly I do love prep and I do love the whole experience, the whole lifestyle of it, because it's not just when you're dieting that you're in prep. Like, you don't even have to do a show to be a bodybuilder in theory, but yeah, it is very much a lifestyle commitment. Obviously the extremities of it just get dialed up depending how far out from show you are, and then obviously the very end of, or the end of prep, the last chunk of prep, sort of from, I would say like 8 to 10 weeks onwards is like when things start to get pretty unsustainable and pretty stressful on your body as well. So that's where we're at the moment. I'm gonna bake some bread this afternoon. I want to make focaccia, so maybe I'll put that in my next vlog for you guys, because I know a lot of you tried my last bread recipe, which is so cool. I'm also solo parenting again tomorrow because Henry has another workshop. I thought that was the last of them for a while, but he forgot about this one as well, so he's got another workshop on tomorrow, which just means I need to get my training done and everything done today, so then tomorrow I can just be fully present as a parent and know that all the boxes have been ticked. But I'm going to sign off for today. I'll probably roll this rest of the day, if I do anything interesting, into the next weekly vlog, because again,
my vlogs are long, but I hope you're having a beautiful end of the week, and I honestly appreciate you all so much for tuning in. Like, words, I just cannot fathom that people will sit there and actually listen or watch my vlogs, because I honestly thought I would have like 1 subscriber or 2 subscribers and then nobody would watch my vlogs. So I appreciate you so much, and remember, like and subscribe. Oh, you can see my lips as well, they're not so crazy now. I do have a lip tint on, so they are very red, but yeah. Happy. When I was watching that last clip actually and I was editing it, I was like, oh my god, they look so bad. I wish I didn't get them, because I saw my lips at the start of the video and I was like, oh, they look so much better there. But they are like settling. They're obviously still swollen, so they won't go down fully until like 2 weeks or something crazy like that. So